Hello, members of the Dynasty League. It is your commish here. I am saddened to be doing this video as we have another controversy in the league. The first controversy since the great 2014 battle between the Boydocks and Shinwoo. But this controversy is different. This one involves a new league member, or one that hasn't been in a controversy yet, Mr. Brendan Ritchie, and it concerns the 7th overall pick of the rookie draft this year. You see, what happened here was, I'm going to give an objective view of what happened as I can. I'm not going to play sides. I'm just going to say what happened. So, what happened? Brendan had 3 picks in a row. He traded for the 8th overall pick in order to get picks 7, 8, and 9. Previously, Kevin had picked at pick 6 and had turned his video in at approximately 8:50 p.m. Fast forward approximately 24 hours to where Brendan is on the clock and it's his time to pick. It's about 8:50 the next day and still no pick has come in. Well, this upset some members of the league. I can quote from Mr. Boydock inside a group chat, saying he thinks that pick should be pick number 8 and 7 should be forfeited because Brendan missed his 24-hour deadline in terms of getting a video onto the YouTube channel. Brendan's argument is that since he has 3 picks in a row, no one can technically steal the pick from him. So he could technically wait an additional 24 hours or so before he turned in the 7th overall pick. People on the other side are saying that since he missed the deadline, he might have to forfeit the pick, or there should be some penalty or fine levied against Brendan. So, as a commissioner, when I see a great controversy like this, I know I have to take a step back and detach from the situation. That is why I got a great investigative team, including Scott Hornung, Shinwoo Mun, and Alex Boydock, on the job to figure this whole situation out. Today, I have one of them with me to give some insight and bring back some results to this investigation. So here with me today is the general manager of the Dynasty Champions, Mr. Scott Hornung. Scott.
It's an honor to be here, Mr. Commissioner. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So basically, we need to keep this relatively short due to the restrictions we have on this screen recorder. But tell me about the investigation and tell me what you guys found.
Yeah, so the task force, and I'll go ahead and read you quote for quote the main evidence that we gathered here. So from the GroupMe, there was a message in 2017, before the 2017 rookie draft, which was the first of which we were allotted 24 hours. So I'll summarize here. Each pick will be allotted 24 hours to select a player, and the clock will start as soon as the preceding player is chosen. What happens if someone doesn't choose a player in 24 hours? If a team doesn't submit their pick on time, the next team will be able to make a pick, and the team that missed its turn can submit a selection at any time. So this is important to note.
Yes.
That's the first piece of evidence that we want to discuss here. Now, in that rule, it's important to note that in that official document that we made in our Google spreadsheets, that rule is not in place. However, we have been going off of these rules I just stated for now this being our 4th year doing this. That's important to note. So possibly in the future, moving forward, we're gonna need to adjust the rules, add a rule into the rule book. Now, one other important note that I'd like to put out there is shortly after that message in 2017, and specifically this message, was sent on May 9th, 2017 at 9:28 p.m. by you, the commissioner, says announcement. since we will be drafting offline in separate locations, I am mandating that all picks must be sent in and announced in video message format to avoid any confusion or identity theft. Is anybody opposed to this? Was the official statement.
Sure.
Now, I think you bring up a very good point about identity theft, and it's worth noting that if this 7th overall pick was not submitted in video form, we could have someone pretending to be Brendan. Maybe his brother is sliding in there. You never know.
Yes.
So videos are important. I agree. But those are the main pieces of evidence that we found.
Yes.
That could help out.
So you're telling me, this is what you're telling me, that Brendan Ritchie, in his defense, he cannot point back to the rulebook to mount a defense. The rulebook does not protect him at all here in this case.
Yeah, I to be as objective as possible, there is nothing in this rulebook, but there is a message, a guideline that we have all been following for now, this being the 4th year. So it's kind of up in the air. Nothing in the rulebook, but there was an unofficially unofficial guideline to follow that stated that a pick is not forfeited, but could be selected.
Understood. Okay, so as commissioner, when I see people saying Brendan needs to lose the number 7 pick as a penalty, it needs to go away. That's what people are saying. Or there needs to be some sort of fine or penalty.
Mm.
And then Brendan says it's all good. Some people say it's all good. No punishment should be needed. He is well within his means. What is the recommendation of the investigative task force that I should do with this?
Well, it's anonymous. It is anonymous. The ruling, I will briefly read the ruling from the Green Machine. The Green Machine wanted to make it clear that he finds no penalty is necessary based on the evidence we have seen. Video and pick were submitted within the rules of the league, but there does need to be a rule moving forward. Shinwoo, the Mon Dynasty, says, I agree with Alex Boydock. No offense has been made. If people want to make a rule addition that if an owner has multiple picks in a row, they have to submit all of them within 24 hours or maybe 36 hours. So something to talk about moving forward. But I'm in agreement with them that it doesn't seem fair to just forfeit the pick, take that away from the Heroes Dynasty Deserves. But as a league, we can discuss what to do with this issue moving forward.
Yes, okay, so officially, no penalty, fine, or pick forfeiture will be levied against the Heroes. But this is something we need to discuss at the next rules meeting, because we simply cannot have a situation like this happen again.
Understood. Yeah, and it's worth noting too. A lot of times in professional leagues that they look at the history of suspensions and fines. The Heroes Dynasty Deserves doesn't seem to have a track record of any suspensions or fines. Now, if we were talking about the Green Machine in this situation, that might be a different story.
Absolutely.
There's a track record there of controversy and spamming the message board. But in this case, the task force believes there's no forfeit of pick necessary.
Absolutely. And I'll end this as a direct message to the GM of the Heroes Dynasty Deserves, Mr. Brendan Ritchie. That was your warning. You were officially on thin ice with the commissioner and the front office of the league, but we're going to let you go this time. It's all good. We'll make a new rule, but be careful. Anything else?
I appreciate you having me on, Mr. Commissioner.
Absolutely.
Let's hope no controversies moving forward.
Alrighty. Until next time. Thank you. Alrighty.